지금 다운로드 받으세요.
Takes it.
I think it's stats. This
Me too.
is very split, actually. I think some of the Korean casters went for classic. I think also.
Well, it's actually a tougher one to pick as far as who comes out.
This was the hardest one for me.
I feel like only now have I finally just accepted that stats is like one of the greatest Protosses that there is.
Yeah.
I was almost in denial for a while because I was used to casting some of his games where he was a little bit lackluster. So to see him down here now and doing very well is very exciting for me. But I think he's going to take this one.
Yeah, very, very close series here. I mean, Classic just got beaten by, I think it was Patience, because I was actually corrected on Twitter that MC beat Zest, not Classic. So some other Protoss beat Classic in a recent game. I think it was Patience, not 100% sure, but Classic showed some weaknesses in PvP. Like there was a game he played against SOS where SOS made slightly later DTs and Classic just freaked out and almost lost the game. He did win, I believe, from that one. But, you know, I feel like Stats is going to be smart enough to take advantage of stuff like that.
Can we point out before we get off camera that we still do look like two cats coming out of boxes right now?
I'm kind of cheating. I got my arm stuck out the side of the box.
Ow!
The tasteless cat with his fur.
That's right, with his beard.
I just scratch under your chin.
That's right, I'm like, grrr, I love you. Tell your friends to join us down here at Pro League 2016. We've already had one amazing match. That TV2 was sick.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go into this next one, another mirror matchup PvP. You really can't ask for better mirror matchups than what we got tonight.
This is actually the best lineup of matches that I've seen in a while. So.
These two teams are two of the longest standing teams in all of esports for all time. I think they are.
Yeah, I think they straight up
What
are.
is it, them? And I guess is Ninjas in Pajamas still around, that Counter-Strike team?
Yeah, it's still around.
So it's like, yeah, it's like those are probably the three. Is there any other CS team that's that old? I think the oldest I remember was Ninjas in Pajamas, but I could be wrong. Which, by the way, is kind of what we look like with these outfits that Spo bought us. What is this? I look like I'm.
We're more like
I've got like
in
a
pajamas,
jail
man.
outfit, but I'm like clearly like I was not like a murderer. I was like a corrupt Wall Street guy, and I've been like, this is my jail clothes that I gotta wear, but I'm not like in maximum security, you know.
Convicts in pajamas. That's
convicts
what we are.
in pajamas. We look like we're. Yeah, these definitely look like pajamas on us. Don't.
Yeah, kind of.
What you don't see,
smart,
what you guys can't see is this
too.
is a onesie, and in the back there's a little thing I can unbutton if I gotta go potty. So that's what you can't see here.
It's true. Secrets of Pro League. You just let everybody know, Tasteless.
Yeah, it's a secret.
They weren't supposed to know about that.
That's right. Yeah. I don't know what's up with these outfits. I mean, sometimes what we end up wearing here at Spo, I don't know who is like, yeah, put them in that.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks good. I'm like, I don't know, guys. I could have just worn like a T-shirt and flip-flops. I think I might have looked better, but you know,
I've worn
whatever.
I've bought some decent shirts for events far and overseas. I could have just brought some of those shirts down. Those would have been nice, actually.
Yeah.
You could stick this SPL20 games thing.
Yeah, it
on
doesn't
one of
quite
those
show
shirts.
up, does it?
Yeah.
Not with my posture, man. I'm down here,
can
man. I'm like
barely
a
get it
roly-poly, man. I'm sorry. Is there like a delay or something?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Not anymore.
Yeah, they had to start it right when I said that. They're like, uh-oh, tasteless means business. So this is going to be the match we got now. Classic versus Stats. Oh, my God.
This is insanity. Classic. He had a slow start to Legacy of the Void, specifically against Zerg. He just couldn't figure it out, and that's why he's sitting at 3-3. He wasn't played all that often. SKT has one of the deepest rosters in the entirety of like any team in Starcraft. They probably got the deepest one. And, Stats, he's been doing really good.
Well, I guess it was more split than I thought. I thought everybody was going to go for Stats. GTR and Wolf going out on a limb.
What?
If you boys are watching right now, I want you to know you're going down, and Tasteless is taking over in the predictions ratings.
Let's see how it's going to go down.
Let's do it, man. This is game number 2. Right now, SKT up with 1 win. Classic versus Stats here at SPO-TV. Let's go. In the bottom left in the red for SKT, it's Classic. In the bottom right in the blue for the team KT, Stats.
New Gettysburg the map here. It's got that long bridge. Kind of like...
I think that actually might play a much bigger role in PvP.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get your adepts over there really fast. For sure. If you don't go over the bridge, it's a pretty long rush distance, actually, which makes it really interesting, this map. I feel like we haven't seen it enough. It's still very new. It is, after all, New Gettysburg. So, going to have to wait and see some more games.
On the Battle of New Gettysburg, who is the British here? That's what we got to ask ourselves.
Yeah. Why is this New Gettysburg? Like, what makes it?
Because we're in space.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I suppose.
Oh, Valdez, it's good to be here casting with you tonight. I haven't seen you in a little bit, man. How's life going?
Ever since last week, I guess. Right?
Yeah,
last Pro League
Sunday. Yeah.
I've been good. I've been hanging out. You know, just doing my thing, playing a bunch of Overwatch.
You're loving that game, right?
Playing the new games. Yeah, I love Overwatch.
Careful, man. There's Starcraft people watching. Some people from the Reddit might be. I can't believe he's played other games.
His passion.
I think he needs to just never speak of other games existing ever again. The guy who's like writing it up has like a League of Legends client on his computer desktop. I'm like, oh god.
Writes it in his spare time while he's playing Hearthstone. I'm
That's
like,
right.
That's not Starcraft, man. Yeah. You're not allowed to play that.
It's like, when I'm done playing this Hearthstone game, I'm going to keep shit posting about other people who play other games. So going into this game right now, we got double adepts. And by the way, I wanted to point this out. We actually got a block here with the pylon coming from Classic, and I was wondering if you're going to see something like that. The pylon can block off the bridge perfectly. Which can cut out circulation from both sides here. But it can allow, Classic in this case, to warp in on that side of the pylon and get his pressure early on. However, he can't escape through that way. So if he messes up in a fight,
he's
going to have to go around the long way.
You see similar stuff on Arena. Generally, when you want to stop any kind of rush, just to block it off, just in case. And, I mean, they're both going for pretty standard builds outside of that. Both of them going double gates into Adepts, I believe. Yeah. Both of them going double Adept and then into double Stalker. Somehow Classic sneaked out 2 extra probes.
It's important to know that it gets boxy on this part of the map in the air. They actually have to go around those walls. They can't fly over it. So already Classic ready to meet Stats here at the mothership. Stats just coming in and doing some damage here to these probes. And is going to go ahead and get out easy peasy.
Yeah.
Not too much of an impact here. Now we got 3-gate wall in right now. I actually really like this. Totally denies the Adepts. I believe we're not getting a shot of it on camera, but I believe there's Adepts hitting the front of Stats' base.
Yeah, they were attacking that pylon for a while. You can see.
Oh, look at this. They're mirroring each other hard, man. Triple gate. Not so much. Never mind.
Yeah, he cancels it off.
Meanwhile, Classic continuing to chase down these Adepts on the map. And also a cancel over there on that gate. The second time he canceled that? Am I confused? No, I'm sorry. That was the other side of the map. Sorry, never mind.
He's going for a Stargate here, too, after Expand. So the Oracle is going to come in at a weird time that perhaps Stats is not expecting. Going to follow that up with a robotics facility as well. Whereas Stats goes for more of the norm, the Twilight Council and the robotics.
Right. So a little bit of Adept cat and mouse games going on in the middle of the map. Stargate and Robo here for Classic, and it's a different path here for Stats. Stats going for the Twilight and the Robo, as we see. Oracle already being made here for Classic. Probably going to try to come in here and take out some of the workers, some of the probes. If not used for that, then later on he might be using this to try to tag the army and monitor the movements.
That was actually rallied into the main, the Oracle, the Stargate. So I wonder if he's...
Oh, is he going to bank it?
Is he going to bank up too? I'm going to check actually if it's still rallied there. No, it's rallied to the base. So he's just going to go for one to start. Starts another one, but the second one, or rather the first one, is already out.
All right, so the Oracle now headed over here to the right. Is Stats going to be ready? I believe the Mothership Core is in position to gun this down with pylon cannons. Let's see if he sets that up. Comes in now. Zaps one probe. And he's going to lose this, actually. What? Oh, whoa. Meanwhile, over here, Adepts are coming in. Actually assassinates one sentry. He hasn't shaded just yet. And it looks like he's going to lose a good amount of these.
He's playing kind of like SOS, where he's committing a lot to harassment. He wants to get very far ahead in probes, and he's going to sacrifice a bunch of units to do it. SOS did it with only adepts, but this time we're going to see oracles added into the mix as well.
Now you got to be careful. Aggression like this can be a double-edged sword. You might be able to take out a lot of probes and get a lead, but of course you can lose all these units and die just as easily. Phoenix now chasing this, and these adepts over here from Sats are just not going to do enough. Classic doing a great job so far in this game.
Warps over here to the natural, and Classic will be eventually able to clean that up. Oh, he runs into the wall.
Bumper cars into the wall. So this Warp Prism is going to go down. Right now, everything going nicely so far for Classic. This could end up, if it keeps up like this, a 2-0 lead with SKT, looking very strong against KT. Important note, guys, these are two massive companies here. They provide, between these two companies, they provide essentially all the cell phone service in the entire country.
Pretty much. They're number 1 and number 2, you know?
Yeah. Is there a number 3? I actually don't even know.
There's LG. They've got U+.
What am I saying?
Like, nobody uses it, though. It's like...
Yeah, I actually don't know anybody who's on that plan, but
it's like the, what is it, like Sprint?
When I first came to, you know? When I first came to Korea, I actually picked my cell phone provider to be SKT because I was a fan. I was a fan of the team.
The sponsorship is working.
It's working. I got my money. Okay, coming in now, zapping a few more probes. He still has those 2 oracles alive, and it looks like he will clean up the adept harass coming in here. Nicely done there by Stats. Supplies pretty even, worker count pretty even. We're gonna have to wait and see how the players tech up. It is with Stats having a third base much quicker than Classic here.
Yeah, definitely a nice little bonus, and I feel like this harass is not getting that much damage done, to be honest. You know, he's spending a bunch of adepts, but he's not getting the same amount of damage that SOS got in his games. The oracles, too, are being thwarted every single time they fly in. And... you know, Classic at the same time, he is getting a lot of tech. He's getting charged Templar Archives and the Immortals, whereas Stats is kind of just making a bunch of gateways, focusing on his economy first, and looks like he may want to harass once again with another Warp Prism. He lost his first one.
We got the Warp Prism coming up now. That's the second one for Stats. Stats may be using this to push out in the front. It does seem, though, that Classic wants to be the aggressor here. Now, important to note, he does have the Zealot legs about to finish up. He might be able to bash down this third base. Let's see, though. I mean, it's a long travel distance. He's going to have this paired with a Warp Prism. I don't see any pylons on the map. Am I missing something here? There's no pylons on the map for Classic that would assist in a push.
No, I don't see any.
But he also has no Warp Prism here. It looks like perhaps Stats is ready for this. Stats going to be coming out. Is he going to be in the right position, though? Here we go. Nice force fields there. The Stalkers do blink away. Oh, and he's ghosting forward. He could take out these Immortals.
The Immortals, they can't run away from Shades and Blink Stalkers. Where are you going to go?
He was supposed to shade on top of those. He wasn't able to quite pull it off. Classic still continuing to retreat. If he can take out those Immortals, he can certainly possibly win this game here.
He's still getting so much damage done, though. I mean, look at the supplies. He's up 30 supply, and this is a huge army for Stats.
Yeah, Classic going for a more technical army in the late game, but Stats may have a little bit more muscle right here, right now, at about the 9-minute marker.
Yeah, I think from here, there's no way Classic can save his third base. He's going to have to force a fight somehow and go for it, but he has so many less units, and now these Immortals are all alone.
And if he can just shade on top of these and block them off, that would be huge. What? He cancels? Okay.
Yeah. Forces a bunch of overcharges. Going to take out the third base. Takes out the Mothership Core, too.
Nicely done. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for the Jugular? Looks like he's setting up. Do we have a Warpin', though? We're still waiting. Here he comes right now. Is he going to be ready? Looks like this Oracle's going to try to come around here, maybe take out any workers that might be left alone. But right now, right here, Classic has to hold off this attack. Oh, man.
So many Adepts get on top of the entire army. And that's going to be it, man. There's no running for the Adepts. No running.
Yep. They are completely surrounding those Immortals, really showing us how you can take out a technical unit comp in the right timing there. And this is going to even it out 1-1. Stats wins this. GG.
There you have it. Stats. He brings it back for KT. Very nicely done. And it is what we expected. Stats with the win. A very nice timing there with just a bunch of gates on 3 bases to attack Classic as he techs up.
My strats bring all the nerds to the yard. And their cheers are better than yours.
Damn right.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I almost didn't say that, then I'm like, just try it.
Just go for it, you know?
Then as I said it, I'm like,
You got to take risks.
That's right. All right, guys, tell your friends to join us. This is getting really close. It's 1-1 right now. Luckily, Stats does win that. It would have been a really tough comeback there had they not won that last PvP. And I believe, what's the next matchup?
Sue versus Lucera.
Lucera, thank you. Now, this is one where Sue should win.
Yeah. KT, they're still searching for their fourth player that's going to come out consistently over and over. They already have Zest, Stats, CY that play every time.
Yeah.
But they're kind of rotating Leenock, Lucera, and Trust. And out of the three, I've been liking Trust a lot, actually. But
I think Trust is a very good player.
It's rough because then you have 3 Protosses in your lineup, right? So you can be countered by someone who's great against Protoss, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, it makes their ace pick easier, right? You're like, okay, who's good against Protoss?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Then you use TY.
That's right. Okay, we are getting ready to go into game number 3 here. I believe we're going to go to a quick break coming up soon. We still got a lot of great games for you guys here tonight, so definitely stay tuned. We'll be back here at SPO TV.